Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily, the day before the big kick-off of the Premier League season, and Rafa Benitez has held his first Everton pre-match press conference at USM Finch Farm, facing the questions of the press once again via Zoom. That continues. And to be fair, one of the first questions, or the first question, was about James Rodriguez's future at Everton Football Club. Rafa Benitez rather battered it away and said that he had a discussion with him when he came in and basically told him what he wanted. Never really went into details. But he said it didn't really matter because he wasn't available for tomorrow's game. He said he was out, which he left sort of hanging in the air till someone asked him, and he clarified the situation. He said he was isolating along with four other players who are, well, a couple of them looks like it is Gomez and Moise Keane. We're not sure on the other one. We know Gabaman was out last week, so we're not sure if he's still out. But James Rodriguez will miss that game at Goodison Park. Fans will have to continue to wait to see James Rodriguez in the flesh at Goodison Park. It's absolutely mental that no fans have seen him yet. We hope that changes, but he's not available for tomorrow's game. And that could be it, because if he leaves before the window, we won't see him at Goodison Park. It'll absolutely be incredible. Our first game back is after the international break at Goodison Park after this game, and of course we got with us getting the draw against Huddersfield Town in the League Cup as well. That's away from home as well. So yeah, it's a very strange situation, but without going into details, Rafa Benitez did say he had spoke to him as soon as he come in to clarify the situation, and obviously there's been a lot of rumour which James Rodriguez has helped put out there as well while doing his Twitch streams while playing COD. So it's a very strange situation. Rafa Benitez basically said that that he expects, when he was asked about transfer dealings and stuff, he didn't want to go into it. He wanted to focus on the game. And he just said a lot could happen between now and the end of the window in a couple of weeks, or just over a couple of weeks. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see if Everton fans, certainly Goodison Park, will ever get to see James Rodriguez. Maybe those lucky enough to go to those away games may get a glimpse of him, but it would be a very sad situation if we never got to see James Rodriguez play at Goodison Park, with all his talent. So yeah, and he didn't reveal who those other players were, so we've no real idea who's going to be available for tomorrow and who isn't, apart from the videos that we've seen this week from the training, and there has been players missing. So we'll have to wait and see. Richarlison, who's just come back this week from international duty in the Olympics, has been called up by Brazil to play in the friendlies coming up. Wouldn't you have thought they would have just given him some time off and said, yeah, mate, take a couple of weeks off? But they haven't. They've called him up after playing the Copa America, after playing in the Olympics and winning the gold medal. He will be back playing for Brazil in a few weeks' time, so he has been called up. Apparently it has been reported that apparently PSV refused to cooperate with Everton on wanting a loan for Denzel Dumfries, the player now who is in Milan and is set to sign for Inter Milan. They only wanted a cash deal, were not interested in a loan deal that would obviously see Everton buying them next summer. They were not interested in that whatsoever. So again, Everton being caught up in the situation that we find ourselves in with the FFP and the Premier League rules about signing players. There's lots of talk about that being scrapped, but it doesn't really make any difference right now, because he will not be signing, and Everton have missed out on other players this summer because of the rules. So, and because we've wasted a lot of money, which has led us to get to this situation. So, sad to hear that. Everton have been linked with a loan move for a Manchester United player today, and it isn't Dalot, it is Andres Pereira, the midfielder. Very hit and miss player. This is what I think we'll get now in the next couple of weeks. Is I think as the teams at the top start looking at their squads and who's going to play and who isn't going to play, and those players start to understand who isn't going to play, there's going to be a lot of players available, I think, and this is where Everton maybe could capitalise in the loan market if they identify a couple of players. I think they can only have a couple from the Premier League, but if Everton could identify a couple of players in the Premier League, certainly a right back, if we can't get players in because we can't shift players out, maybe this is our opportunity. And I think in the next couple of weeks, the transfer market, certainly in the loan, I think there's going to be a hell of a lot of loans in the Premier League, as those top clubs who are burdened with having so many good players are going to start to want to lose that extra weight and get their FFP controls sorted out. The Premier League substitution situation is 9 players this season, but a lot of those teams will maybe want to put young players on there or have enough of those players to. Chelsea they've got a hell of a lot of players that they could get rid of. So Manchester United as well, Manchester City. So, and I don't really think this summer any of them will feel like Everton are going to pose any trouble to them that they wouldn't want to give players to us. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes, and that's maybe the market we will go into in the next few weeks. Don't forget tomorrow to have your ticket loaded up on your phone if you have bought a digital season ticket. Don't forget as well, make sure you take your lateral flow test down to Goodison Park if you've not had your double COVID vaccine, which also you need to take proof of that as well. Don't forget those things tomorrow, because you'll all be dead excited to go to the game. Make sure you just have them on hand, so then there'll be no problems getting in the ground. If there's any problems, they will not be your fault. They will be someone else's fault at least. So make sure you have those tomorrow. And if you're going to Goodison Park, enjoy it. I'll be there in the Gladys Street. Can't wait to get back to a full house at Goodison Park and stop thinking about all those other things that we moan about as fans and just go and watch a game of footy. There you go. Thank you for checking out the Everton News Daily. My starting 11 prediction is out now. That's on YouTube. Don't forget, there's a little video we made about the ticketing situation at Goodison Park. Make sure you watch that. There's a video of Baz going down to speak to Gary Neville, Roy Keane and Jamie Carragher, not on his own, with a host of other fans as well. There's a video out of that as well, so make sure you check them out as well. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want daily live videos, join us over on Patreon. Thanks for watching, see you later.